Welcome devs to your favorite channel, Ivy Mesa. This is the channel where you learn to becoming a front-end developer from zero skills to up becoming a pro web developer. So today devs will be doing another awesome project. Yes, you heard me right. We are doing another awesome project. We are building an Amazon clone using HTML and CSS. Yes, you heard me right. There is no JavaScript. There is no any special code that you can think of. There's no jQuery. Just HTML and CSS. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, leave some likes and some comments so that this will help my channel grow. So there's here we are. We have got this project that I have, but just make sure that if you want to grow your skills to becoming a pro front-end web developer, make sure that you consider Zero to Master. They're an online academy that gives some free tutorials as well as some paid courses. So if you do want to pay some courses for some paid courses which are beneficial for you to getting hired, just follow some links in the description that I've pasted down there. So without wasting your time, let me show you what we are going to do. This is the original Amazon website. Then right now here I've got the clone that I've built using HTML CSS. You can see that there are a lot of similarities. They are almost like identical. Believe me, these sites are almost like identical. So what we're going to do is that you can look at this. Every time when I hover on the Amazon, it's every time on hover a circular border, and this one is a drop down using HTML and CSS. Yes, we're going to do this using HTML and CSS. Also, there's placeholder content there, so search Amazon. Then we go down through this translation. You can see that every time when I hover through the drop down using HTML and CSS, this is an HTML and CSS drop down. Then we also have got this drop down every time when I hover through this accounts list sign in. There you can see this drop down. Then we got on circle. Then also now this is the awesome project. This is the awesome part. Look at it. Every time when I click through, there's a menu there that is displayed using HTML and CSS. Yes, this is done using HTML and CSS only. This is done. Then on hovering through this, there's a circular border. Then you can see that I can switch through the images using HTML and CSS. Yes, you can see when on highlighting when clicking the arrow button, you can see the new styling that happens using HTML and CSS. Okay, there we are. We can go pull down. These images were pasted using HTML and CSS. Then we got another one here. This switching of images using HTML and CSS only. I also have got this one using HTML and CSS only. You can scroll through these images. Now there you go. You can see. Okay, now there we go down using HTML and CSS. Another popular tag, the same. You can see images are scrolled using HTML and CSS. Then on hover through the content, then there is my footer for the drop down. There you can see also I got a drop down there on hover. Then let me show you using HTML and CSS what we are going to do. We are going to inspect our mobile view. Okay, let me there you can see on different screens on mobile view. There you can see on mobile view. There you can see how everything looks like on mobile view. You can still also do this on the menu. Press it on mobile view. There, let me show you. Then let me show you scrolling through the images. Yes, there you can see on mobile view. You can see that I've displayed them to become mobile responsive. There you go. Let me go down, drag you to the bottom of the footer. There you can see the footer how it is adjusted to the mobile view. So this is what we are going to be doing using HTML and CSS. So devs, here I am. I've got a boilerplate that I've set up here, but you can also get the boilerplate in the description below. Just go inside the description. You can see that there's a link to my GitHub account where you get the boilerplate. So make sure that you got this boilerplate. So let's get on onto our coding. There I have the boilerplate that I've downloaded. You can see that on line 23 I've linked up it to our style CSS. Then on line 11 I've linked up to a normalization file that I've got inside there. This is the default normalization file. Then I've got the CSS file. Then I've got some root variables and some global classes that I've declared there inside our CSS. So you can get that if you go into the boilerplate. You can download this code. So let me start by styling. Let me start by doing the header inside our document. Header. And let me comment out. I want to do a top menu. Bar, the one that you see at the top. Okay, so now inside the top menu bar, I'm going to start off by creating a nav class which I shall call top menu. Then inside the top menu, I'm going to create a div for the logo. So I'm going to call it div dot class name left double underscore left logo. Make sure that this is in small letters. Then we come in and we insert the image for the logo. There's an image there. Okay, I'm going to set it like this. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and set. We are going to find the image inside the assets folder. The image is called Amazon logo, or we can just come inside the file. This is the name. Let me just control everything and copy it, the class name. This is the image that I want. So this is the image that I want. Then I also want the alt text that will appear in case the image fails to load. So for the image, in case the image fails to load, we are going to display this text. Just cut it and you place it there. Then after that one, I also want loading. Lazy. So that's it for the logo. So we have set the logo. Now I'm going to put a location, like you can see from the design. If I go to the top, there's a location there. So that's what we're going to do. So let's create another div, which I shall call left double underscore location. Okay, so this one. So let me first of all call it div location double underscore poster. Then now under this location, I need some font awesome for the location. So we're going to use font awesome. Remember, I've pasted the links for the font awesome icons. So this code for the location is file location. Okay. Location. Just come and let me say dot. Then after the location poster, let's add outside the div. I'm going to add another location code, location text, div class name location double underscore text. So let's have paragraph text, and then also let's have S3 text. Yeah, so in this case I'm going to say paragraph, then S3 text inside the text Zimbabwe. Then after we are done with this one, Okay, we have closed. Yeah, we have closed. Okay, let me add another div that shall wrap up everything here. Let's give a new div which we shall call top menu left underscore double underscore left. Yeah, like this one. This is a class name. So now I want to take I want to take everything that is here and you drag it there, like I've done there. You can see. So now this does it for our top menu. If I come and try reload my page, or there you can see this is what I have. So now let's continue styling. So now we're done with this one. Let me come inside and create another div which I shall call div dot top menu underscore middle. So this is it. Now let's create another button called select. Let me call it choose, class name choose. Then let me add a name. I want to call it department. Yeah, this is the select that I want. I want to call it department. This is a drop down. So I'm going to have some options, and let's have option. Okay, let's save the value. So I'm going to set out some, how many options do I need? So here I've got this project. I'm going to give out some options that I want. I want 30 of these. So let's have 3, 4, 5. So if I want 30, that means I can just go in more tools. This is 5, this becomes 10. Then if I, okay, let me paste another one, 15. So if this is 15, if you want 30, we can just copy this one and we place it there. That becomes 50. So now I'm going to give some values. The first one we are going to copy. Okay, yeah, I hope all this text will be found. Okay, let's value all. Then the next one is arts and crafts. Okay, let me go inside my browser and okay, yeah, this is the text that I want. I want to copy all this text that is here. I don't know how I can copy it, but I need it. This is the text that I want, but I can't copy it. So maybe if I can't copy, so that means I'm going to automatically have to type through all these ones. So the next one is called arts and crafts. So this is going to be some typing. Arts. Okay, so now I'm going to have to type arts inside arts and crafts. Then let's also add another value, automotive, 1 auto motive. Then let's add another value, baby. This is another select, so I need baby there. Okay, capital letter B. Then next, after this one, I'm going to give beauty and personal care beauty. And person now. Okay, so we are going to also type this one. We're going to call it beauty. And person now. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now let's go on to the next one, books. So just for today, books. Then let's go on to the next one, boys fashion. Okay, so I know this one. Then this one, that means I have to come and type for boys fashion. Then the next one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So then the next one is computers. Then dues. Next one is dues. Digital music, then let me put digital music. Then electronics. So but for today I'm going to electronics. To save time, I'm going to electronics. To save time, I'm going to paste the code after doing this so that we. To save time, I am now going to paste the code so that I save time. So like this one, there you can see we have pasted the information for the drop down. So after starting the drop down, we are going to go for the input search. So this one will go outside the select. I'm going to start off by saying input. Okay, this is an input. I won't have class name, so I'll just type, let's call it text name. Okay, the name for the input button, I'm going to call it field. Then also the placeholder text, I need the placeholder text, which is called Amazon, search Amazon. This is the placeholder text, so I just have to come here and place it inside. So once we are done with styling input placeholder, now I'm going to go for the button. I'm going to give it a class name which is unique to it. I'll call it middle search, and then icon. Then after this one, I'm going to put a font awesome for the magnifying glass. So this is how let me come inside my browser and we reload the page and we have a look. There you can see everything is taking shape. Now we're left with this side. So after styling this one, let's go inside outside the div. For the me do, I'm going to create another div which I shall call div top menu. Which one shall be for the right side? Right. So this is how we're going to do it. First of all, I'm going to put another div which I shall call right language. Okay, then let's create a div which we shall call poster. Inside the div, I'm going to have an image. Image is going to be of the United States flag. So I also want the alt text which will appear in case the image fails to load. This is the text that shall appear. Just drag it and place it there. Now we are going to create outside the poster. We're going to create a paragraph tag which I shall have for the translation. So I need this one. Let's see there. Now we also want the font awesome for down arrow. So this is the font awesome for the down arrow. After styling the down arrow, I'm now going to add another new div which I shall call language list. Then okay, so now that inside the language list, let me create another div which I shall call this div. I'm going to call it language menu. Language menu. Okay, so this is the div for the language menu. So now let's create another new div which we shall call okay, we need a new div inside the div language menu. You need to create another new div. This is the div which I shall go with paragraph tags. There's no class name for this div. I also want hyperlinks there. Hyperlinks. Just put so that it does not go anywhere. So for the let's remember this is inside, so I'm just going to paste change language, then hyperlinks learn more. So now let's save in an ordered list. Ordered lists where we are going to create an ordered list. I'm going to set it an ordered list. Let me come inside. Let me style the ordered list. I need the listings for the languages that we are going to be pasting. So I'll use listings. Then I'll have an input. Say okay, let's me put it like this way. Okay, if I do it this way so that my code looks smaller, then let's add an ID, then let's add a value. So let's after that let's add checked. Okay, so this is what we need for the listing. So for the listings, I'm going to set another label. Okay, so the list our listings we have a label. Okay, so in this case, so now to save time, I'm going to have to paste the values. So now these to autofill, so these are the values that we have done. So let me come and reload the page. Or there you can see, but in order to save time, so I'm just going to copy and paste some of the listings. So now I'm going to add a listing for Espanol. We check, we reload the page. So we are going to add another listing for Dutch and Arabic. If you reload the page, you can see that they are not yet visible, the content, but it will be visible when you style in using HTML. So I'm just going to paste in all the language listings. Like you can see, there's quite so many. Let me just paste them all. So I've added the listings up to Chinese and Portuguese listings. So let me come in and reload my browser. There you can see. So let's continue. So just make sure that the listings are okay with, yes, there you can see the listings are under unordered listings. So now outside the unordered listings there, we are now going to we are now going to add another new div, which shall be doing with change currency. So this div does not have a class name. So inside, let's have paragraph tags. So I need the content that shall go there. Okay, yeah, surely if you look down this drop down, you can see that there is some content there. This text, I need this text. Let me just copy it. So this is the text that I want, so I'm just going to paste the content temporarily there. So yeah, but this one we have already used this content, so I'm just going to delete it. And then let's come and place our change currency inside the paragraph tags. Then let's open a new div, and then inside the new div I'm going to have hyperlinks of content, learn more. So this is the text that I want. Okay, so therefore we have closed these two divs. Now let's go outside this div, closing div text, and let's add another new div which shall contain paragraph text. So yeah, this is the text that I want it to be inside the paragraph text. Then let's, after the closing paragraph text, and I also want to add another new div without class names. Then this div, we're going to make you use some hyperlinks. So we need these similar hyperlinks. Then let me just replace the content from learn more to change. Then after styling this one, we are going to, so that's it for the closing. We have closed this div. So now I'm going to open some divs for some images. So I'm going to say div, open a div, then open another sub div inside. Then let's have the image. This image. So the image is inside the assets folder. Okay, so if you do the assets folder, then you get United States flag, which is in PNG format. Then let's add some out text. I'm going to add some out text. Out. Okay, it's wrong. I wrong made it. Inside this one. So to put it inside out, this is out text that will appear in case the image fails to load. We have got this text that will appear. Then loading. Let's call it lazy. So okay, yeah, so outside the div for the image, I'm going to put in some text tag using paragraph tags. You are shopping on Amazon. Then let me come inside the let's outside the div you're shopping on Amazon. I'm going to create another new div without class names. I'm going to use hyperlinks. Then let's change country and origin. So it's good to remove some unnecessary spacing. Just make sure that if you are coded with me, just count the number of closing tags after the hyperlinks. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Then after the fourth closing tag, create another new div which you shall call signing. Like this. So this is the new class name. Then inside the new class text, just add paragraph text where we are going to get this text that is called hello sign in. Then let's have h3 text. Okay, accounts and lists. Yeah, this text that is going to be covered inside the accounts. Then let's add some font or some for the down arrow. Okay, there it is. There is a carried down. So we have put a down arrow. Now let me come inside the div dot. I need a new class signing underscore. Then we want a signing list. Then immediately add a div for the menu arrow like this. Then close the div. Then let's come inside the div. Let's create another new div. This is the div which I shall call signing menu. Then let's have a class name which I shall call signing action. Then let's add a button. I shall have a button which I shall call sign in. This is the button which I shall call which with inside text that shall call sign in. Then let's add the paragraph. New customer. The text for the paragraph is called new customer. This text cannot be copied easily because we are inside a drop down. But if I go to the original site and then I just copy, yeah, you can just copy this text using the originals. We are there. Let's paste the original site. Okay, we've already copied this one, so I'm just going to start off from here. New customer. So if you get your new customer, then let's have some hyperlinks. Okay, I want to start here. This is the text that I want there. Then once we are done with this one, we can just go outside the closing div. Let's open another div to say of signing options. So this is the div which we shall call options. Yeah, okay, so we need S3 text. Okay, so for the extract we are going to use your account. Okay, so let's, for the options, I'm going to set out a drop down. I'm using another listing. This is just a listings of going downwards. So now let's have listings. How many listings do I need? By looking at the design, I've got quite a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the listing that I'm going to include all over. So for the listings, let me paste. There we got it. So let's come inside our browser and let's look at how the progress now looks. Okay, there we have it. Yes, we are copying everything correctly. Okay, now we are inside our CSS styling. I'm going to start off by styling the headers and its subdivs. Yeah. Then for this top menu and top left, top right, and I'm going to set some properties using display. I'm going to set it to flexi. Then align the items. I'm going to set it to center. Then I'm going to style the top menu right and the top menu left. We are going to justify the contents to space around. Then after styling the header, I'm now going to style the top menu middle. I'm going to set the justify content to center. Then flexi 1. After styling the flex 1, I'm going for the header top menu. For the top menu, we're going to set a padding of 1 rem and top and bottom, height of 6 rems, gap of 0.5, then background color of top menu background, then a variable text color. Then I'm going for media queries of tablets view of maximum pixels of 931 pixels. For the maximum pixels, I'm going to use out the top menu class. I'm going to set it in a flexi direction of column. Then also I'm going to give it a height of auto. Then I'm now going to set the top left logo with a padding of 1 rem, height 6 rems, border pixel 1 pixel transparent, then border radius 0.3 and cursor pointer. Then let's style the image inside the logo. Left logo, we give it a maximum height of 90%. Then now I'm going to start the left location, which I'm going to set it to display flexi. Align items flexi and border 1 pixel solid transparent, then gap 0.5 rems, padding 1 rem, cursor pointer, then border radius 0.3 rems. Then after styling, I'm going to style the two left logo and the left location. I'm going to give it common properties, which is transition with a WebKit and Mozilla for different browsers. Then I'm now going to start the top left logo on hover, as well as the left logo on hover. We are going to set the border to 1 pixel solid with a color of variable text color. Now after starting this one, I'm going to align the top menu location poster. We're going to give it a align self flexi end. Then time poster, we're going to target the font awesome inside the location poster. We are going to give them a font size. Let's give them a font size of 2 rems. Okay, let me come inside my browser and have a look at my work. There you can see it's taking shape. There you can see all the changes that have happened. Then let's continue. Okay, so now I'm going to start the top menu, location, class, location. We want the location underscore text. Let's give it a paragraph text of, let's use the font size small font weight 400, then color white, then margin bottom 0.5 rems. When you are done with this one, we can also style the h3 text inside the location. Inside the location text, I'm now going to set the h3 text to font size main font weight 700, padding to 0.2 rems. Now we are going to style the choose class name top menu. I need the choose. Then for the choose, okay, let me add another class name as well. Let's add another class name which we shall call top menu. We do underscore search icon. Then let's save a z index of 1. Then let's come inside and we add another top menu with the class name of choose. Let's put some special CSS styling inside the class. So this is how our design now looks like on reload. So let's continue. So now I'm going to style the input and I'll set it to middle, display block, outline none, flex 1, padding 1.8 rems, text indent 0.4, margin inline -5 rems, border 1 pixel transparent, then the color of the text to hash 111, then border radius 0.4 rems. Let me come and look at how it looks like inside on reload. Oh, there you can see it has expanded, the input has expanded. Now let's see how the search icons will do if I style the search icon using display block width 5 rems, maximum width 5 rems, maximum height 100%, text align center, then background color, and then a border and a cursor. On reloading the page, oh, there you can see the icon has changed. This icon allow me to add a transition on the input and the search icon. Under the class name choose, I'm setting a transition of variable main transition. Then these are CSS properties for different browsers so that the properties will come out correct. Then I want to hover effect over the search icon of background color to change on over the search icon. Then I'm going to add a focus effect over the choose class and top middle input, and then after adding the focus, we are going to come inside and we are going to add the top menu. Then we are going to set it to middle search icon font awesome icons. I'm going to set the font size to 1.7 rems. Then I'm also going to add the color of #111. Then let's add a header. Top menu right. A gap of 0.2 rems, so 0.2%. Now let's come inside and inside our browser, hit media, maximum width of 378. Then so for the top menu inside the mobile view for small smartphone screens, I'm going to set it flexi direction column, obviously moving from raw display. Then let's come in and add another media query, which this one we shall use for smaller screens. That's those ones for 300 pixels. Then for 300 pixels I'm going to use, I want to out some changes here. Let's target these two. Okay, let me target these ones. Okay, for I'm going to target the top menu. So the top menu, choose, and as well as the top menu middle icon. Okay, I'm also going to have to delete this one. Width, we're going to give it 25%. Then we're going to set the top menu middle top menu dot top menu middle input. Then we're going to give it a width of 100%. Then so we're done with styling this one. So you can come and look at inside the browser how the design now looks like. There you can see. So now I want to target the everything that is inside the top menu right. So we are targeting everything inside the menu right. I'm going to say dot top menu right. We are targeting everything. So we will use the star. Then let's start styling everything that is inside of 1 rem, white space, no rep, cursor pointer, border 1 pixel, solid, transparent, border radius 3 rems. Then let's style everything inside the over effect. Let's say the border pixel of 1 pixel, text color. Then after styling these ones, we are going to style also the right language. I'm setting a display flex, align items to the center, position of relative, padding top 1 rem. Then gap, let's give it 11 rem. Gap, we're going to give it 1 rem. So now let me look at how the design now looks like. Oh, there you can see, there you can see, there you can see, but there's more to go.